Welcome to the Father and Son Talk Show.
Hi guys and welcome back. How are you doing? As you can see again, still on my own. Jack's studying hard for his GCSE, so it's just me flying solo for the Smackdown review. Now normally Jack does obviously the Smackdown review and I do the Raw review, so unfortunately you've got to put up with me. But anyway, we'll dive straight into it. This was 24th of April for the Smackdown review. So we start off and it's The Miz finally back on Smackdown. His first guest on The Miz show on Smackdown is Daniel Bryan. The Miz, it was weird this one because it was quite a babyface promo. He's been doing these for like the last couple of weeks now, especially since his daughter was born. He seems to be loving being a father, and no doubt about it, it is a great thing. But he keeps on saying, I sit there and I look at my daughter's eyes and I think to myself, I'm going to be a better person and all this. I'm thinking, that's quite a baby-faced promo, so I don't know if they're thinking to turn him heel. Yes, I know he loves his daughter, he's a new father. Yes, he probably wants to spread it out to the world, but if you're going to do that, do something else. Do a podcast, do a YouTube videos, do something else. Don't do it on live TV because it just destroys your character, your class as a heel. But anyway. So, his first guest is supposed to be Daniel Bryan, but we get Kaz instead telling us that he was a small, young kid when he was 16, and then he grew. So Kaz has found a way of growing taller. I can see how he can be skinny and tall, because obviously you can work out, you can build your muscle, but actually stretching yourself, unless you go on the medieval rack and stretch yourself, I can't see how Kaz was a short little man. But anyway, he then starts saying that he wants to beat up on Daniel Bryan. So obviously we've got, and he says he's going to put Daniel back on the shelf. Kaz is the man who's going to put Daniel Bryan back on the shelf. So obviously backstage, Daniel Bryan's on the floor. It looks like he's been attacked. So obviously it could be possibly Kaz who attacked him, or it could have been Daniel Bryan who used to say, we would love, I don't want to see a Kaz and Daniel Bryan's feud. I want to see Daniel Bryan and The Miz. Now I don't know if they're waiting to put it at a special place, like they'll start it at the Royal Rumble. Who knows? We'll have to see with that. So anyway, we've got the Iconics in an in-ring promo saying that they're going to destroy their competition, that they are the best. And then we have Becky Lynch and Asuka versus the Iconics in the ring, and the Iconics pick up a win. It was weird because it seems that every person that's moved from brands has seemed to have lost their winning ways. Obviously, Asuka has now lost again. So backstage with Renee Young outside Shane's office, asking, AJ has said that he's got to get a chance against Nakamura and Rusev. Renee says, who is going to be your tag team partner? Because obviously this is going to be a 3-man tag team, a 6-man tag team. You've got Rusev, Aiden English, and obviously Nakamura. So he's going, I'm sure I'll find some people, some good brothers. So obviously we know who's going to be there. So then backstage we've got the Usos, and Naomi's saying to her husband, don't go out there, don't put yourself in jeopardy. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna make it. I don't want to lose my husband. And he's going, don't worry, I'm okay. So anyway, the following we've got Rowan of the Bludgeon Brothers versus Jimmy Uso. Jimmy is in the ring and Naomi's music hits And Naomi comes down, she's doing all the flashy dancing and everything. And obviously, everybody thinks to themselves, oh my God, what is going to happen? She's going to get beaten up, she's going to get attacked. But actually, this must have been a setup by the Usos and Naomi. But Rowan sort of takes his eye off the ball, and Jimmy picks up the win with a distraction from Naomi. So we have the contract signing. Carmella, I would like to say now on public YouTube, she's brilliant. She is really good. I really think she's going to make a very good heel. She's got the cocky, a New Yorker, Miss Prissy sort of attitude, and it's really doing good for her because it looks like she could be a good heel. So I got Carmelo in the ring saying how she's the moolah money and all that, moonwalking, trash talking. So Charlotte comes down, she sits down, sits to actually do these contract signing, and flips out. She grabs Carmella's head, bounces it off the table, and then knocks over the table onto her and basically walks out. So it looks like, because I think it was probably about 2 months ago, Ric Flair was saying that he would prefer Charlotte to be more of a heel. Maybe this could be her heel start. It would be good because she is good as a heel, and maybe because she's obviously on SmackDown now, she was on Raw last time, that they could bring that heel back. But now she's on SmackDown. So obviously the contract signing. Then we've got Jeff Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin. Obviously we had that last week where it was supposed to be Shelton Benjamin versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton walks down the ring halfway through, turns to the side and lets Jeff come down, gets the cover, and obviously Jeff has the belt. But this time, Jeff actually stands to the side and lets Randy Orton come down the ring, jump in. So we now get Randy Orton versus Shelton Benjamin, and Shelton Benjamin picks up the win. It's weird to actually see how much Randy Orton seems to be slipping down the WWE level of competitive. He was such an amazing wrestler. He is still quite young, so he could have a sudden spurt and they could push more for a actual championship run for him with the heavyweight title. So we got AJ backstage to announce his tag team partners of Gallows and Anderson. Yes, it's official. The band is back together. AJ Styles, Gallows and Anderson are together again. Too sweet. It's here. Yes, it's not the Bullet Club, it's just the club. So I don't think they can use the Bullet Club. So we have Daniel Bryan says that finally Paige has gave him the match against Kaz. So it's going to be Kaz versus Daniel Bryan at the Royal Rumble, the 50-man Royal Rumble. That is this Friday. So we've got AJ Styles and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Nakamura, Rusev and Aiden English. Very good. I wanted to see Luke and Carl Anderson together with AJ Styles for quite a long time now, due to the fact that I think it would be a very good thing for them to be together. They're good together. They have a good chemistry together, being that they were in New Japan, and I think it's making them to look good having AJ Styles there. They can come down, they can be the second man in the corner sort of thing, and obviously AJ can do the same for the club, as in Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. So we have the match, and Nakamura picks up the win, but AJ Styles decides to attack Nakamura at the end, and he gets a little bit of retribution for everything that's happened with Nakamura and him. But all of a sudden the tides are turned. Nakamura gets the knee to the back AJ's head, knocking him to the ground. I think it was Carl Anderson jumps in the ring and tries to attack Nakamura. He gets another Kinshasa to the back of the head. Then he goes after Then he goes after AJ Styles again. Whilst obviously on the floor, you've got Rusev taking out Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows. So obviously they're separating them, and Nakamura's got the other two in the ring, kicking them, and obviously that is the end of SmackDown. We go into this Friday with AJ Styles looking quite, quite a losing streak for him. So obviously with that, it looks like he possibly could retain the belt, but WWE swerved us over the time. Talking on the Raw instance, obviously we've got their heavyweight belt with the Universal belt, and we've got Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. We don't know how that's going to turn out, because we've all been told that Roman's supposed to be getting the belt this year. It's supposed to be Roman's year, but at the moment it doesn't look like it. So will there be two heavyweight belts change hands at Saudi Arabia? So that brings us to the end of SmackDown and to the end of the video. Please like, share, subscribe, give us thumbs up, do everything to make to get the followers going, because like I say, it has deteriorated over the last couple of months. I know the weather's good, but please guys, share as much as you can, put it on social media, Twitter and everything else. And it just makes me and Jack's day when we find the views have gone up and the subscriptions have gone up. At the end of the day, we bring this product out for you guys. We could just sit in our living room chatting about everything that happens in the world of professional wrestling. But we like to do these videos. It's something to look back over the years. It's something that Jack can show his children. Possibly something that we can do. We can have the father, son and grandchild's show. So who knows what the future will hold. But I would just like to say thank you very much for being here. And we will see you. We're not going to do a predictions video for the Saudi Arabia. What we are going to do is we're going to put all the names into the, not all the names, but when match comes up, we've got them wrote out on a piece of paper. We will put them in, and then we will pick out, one person will pick out first, then I'll be left with the other competitor, and then we'll do that through all of them. And we will do a reactions video as the actual match goes on. We will just record it and then put it up the following day. So, from me, Ty, I will see you later.